Mic check, mic check. Very good. Good evening. So as we begin here, if you would, can you start by helping us recognize our graduates by putting your hands together as they come back in for the first look in their regalia? All right. Thank you so much. They look beautiful, don't they? Thank you so much. Let me turn off the music. That would be a good thing to do. Thank you very much. So thank you so much for being here. Obviously, we have a lot of individuals to recognize tonight. I mean, not just our graduates who we're very proud of for the hard work that they've put in over the course of their curriculums and programs of study. But I think it would be inappropriate, or it's most appropriate for us to start by recognizing those family members, loved ones, mentors, the folks who stood by each and every one of our graduates as they took on a course of advanced study, something beyond the undergraduate degree that probably caused them to stretch their minds and their hearts and maybe even sometimes physically in order to get to where they needed to be to study and do the things that they needed to do. So, in recognition of the families and support networks, can we give them a round of applause, please? Thank you so much for being here with each one of these graduates. And then another special group that we really need to recognize that due to social distancing and the restrictions that have been placed on us for the current societal circumstances are the number of faculty and staff members who are not able to be in the room tonight, but who have dedicated time, instructional attention, mentorship, and guidance to each and every one of these young men and women to make it to where they are today. So can you please put your hands together and help me recognizing our faculty and staff? So, on behalf of Dr. Kirk A. Calhoun, president of the University of Texas at Tyler and also the University of Texas Health Science Center at Tyler, we're excited to have you on campus tonight. Tonight is a momentous occasion, not only because of the impending commencement ceremony tomorrow afternoon for these graduates and many other graduates from a number of degree programs across our academic system, but it's especially momentous because we did not get to have ceremonies like this a year ago due to the terrible circumstances facing the entire globe. So, would you pause with me for a moment of silence to remember everyone directly impacted by the tragedy of COVID 19? Thank you so much. So, I'm Kemp Willis. I serve as an Associate Dean of Student Affairs here at UT Health Science Center at Tyler. And it's been a privilege to work with the many students, faculty, and staff members who come to work every day to make excellent healthcare happen, but also education and training for professionals in both health, medicine, and biomedical research. The first distinguished administrator who will be coming to the podium completed her Doctor of Medicine at the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston. She completed her residency in internal medicine at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland. She's a board certified physician in pulmonary and critical care medicine and also serves as the executive vice president for health affairs for the University of Texas at Tyler and the University of Texas Health Science Center at Tyler. So would you please put your hands together as Dr. Julie Philly comes to the podium to deliver a welcome.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Willis, and a very, very warm welcome to every person in this room. I can tell you, I am truly grateful to be in a room full of family, friends, graduates, and faculty tonight. And I appreciate the pause in honor of everything that we've all been through during the past year. I am honored to stand here with you today on this momentous occasion to honor your celebration and your career in healthcare. I think the School of Medical Biological Sciences and the School of Rural and Community Health made a great impact, and the decisions that you've made to enter into these fields are going to change healthcare for the future for all of us. I'm so proud of you. As you enter into your careers, please remember that we here at the University of Texas at Tyler, and specifically at this Health Science Center, will always be here for you. We will always be proud of you. And as we understand, there'll be more pandemics, there'll be more war, there'll be more things that divide us, but we're the people that are going to stand together. We're happy you're here, and I appreciate you, and I'll call on Dr. Willis to come back and introduce our deans.
Thank you so much, Dr. Philly. And before I introduce the deans, I think a special recognition for Dr. Philly, whose specific area of specialty is among the many scientists and medical professionals who really come together across the globe to find the cures and the most cutting edge vaccines and ways to treat individuals as we continue to go through this global pandemic. So, on behalf of everybody in this room and myself personally, thank you so much for the work and training that you've done to help create a more safer world for us all. So the next distinguished individual that'll be coming to the podium is the dean of our School of Medical Biological Sciences. He's the dean and also a professor in biochemistry. He completed his Doctor of Philosophy in Cellular and Molecular Biology from the University of Alabama at Birmingham and has received a number of federal grants and conducted considerable research to advance health across the globe. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Tori Tucker.
Okay. Today is a great moment for me as the Dean of the School of Medical and Biological Sciences because today I have the opportunity to recognize your scholarly achievements here at the University of Texas Health Science Center at Tyler. As you approach the stage today to receive your hood, I'm sure you will remember your hours of study, the exams, your respective experiments, and the personal sacrifices you have made to earn this moment. While these achievements were hard fought, know that they will serve you well. You have entered a unique cadre of individuals who have earned a graduate degree from this university. I want to be among the first to commend you for your hard work, and it is our hope that your time spent with us will contribute to your future success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tucker. The other school that we have here on campus is the School of Rural and Community Health. And the dean of the School of Community and Rural Health completed his Doctor of Philosophy at the University of Oklahoma, his Master of Health Administration at Baylor University, and has expertise in healthcare quality, population health analytics, and health system leadership. He's joined community members and statewide officials in combating the COVID-19 global pandemic and continue to lead our school and our graduates in the development of new programs and continue to advance the mission of the University of Texas Health Science Center at Tyler. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Dr. Gerald Ledlow.
Isn't it wonderful to be actually in person at something? It really is. I don't know what to do. There's not a monitor in front of me. We're at a meeting or something. So this is wonderful, and all the smiling faces, and just family support. It's wonderful. We've had a tough year, as everyone knows, but we've gotten through it. In our profession, we get through these tough things. We overcome barriers and we improve the health of our communities and our friends and our families. And that's what we do. Each one of you that went through our programs, you came to us as unique individuals with all the gifts and talents and personalities that you had honed and were given. You came here as unique individuals, and you'll leave here with those same gifts that you came to us with. But you now have a collective set of principles, tenets, knowledge, skills, abilities, and tools, and you're part of a profession. So you take those unique gifts and talents that you walked in with, you've honed them even further. You added those principles, that collective professionalism that you came to get as part of a graduate degree, because that very much is what joining a profession is about, is that graduate level work. Now you're part of a profession and you add that unique talent that you brought here originally and you've honed and improved with all the hard work and commitment, papers, tests, projects, and now you're able to work together with the rest of the health industry, the health community, to improve those around you, the neighborhoods you serve, the communities you serve, the organizations you serve. Because at the end of the day, your job is to improve the health of those around you. And you take those unique skills, couple them with what you learned in the program, and you're ready to do wonderful things. And just like I'm going to say tomorrow at graduation, that you have earned the right to be at graduation, you also have earned the right to make a difference starting Saturday, right after graduation. And you'll do that for the rest of your life. And there'll be other educational opportunities, lifelong learning, projects, many other opportunities for you, but you take all that you learned and you use it to improve the state of everyone around you. And that is a wonderful thing. That's the profession you joined when you joined up and started working on these degree programs. Take that and go do wonderful things. Congratulations, and I'm very happy for you, and I'm happy for the neighborhoods and communities that you serve. Thank you.
As you can see, our administrators are very excited about the accomplishments that you have achieved and the impending graduation ceremony that you have tomorrow. And I'd like to share with you just a little bit of data about professional degree programs. In the United States, only 13.1% of the population have either master's or advanced degrees. And of the population around the world, only 6.7% of people hold a bachelor's degree. So you not only are commended for the work that you've done, but you also have a responsibility to do the great work of not only improving health or advancing biomedical research or improving systems that perform better in healthcare, but to advance the mission of education in general. I believe that the work that you've done here will be indicative of the success that you'll have down the road in your employment, in your personal lives, to raise the tide across the state of Texas, the United States of America, and around the globe to create a more informed citizenry. So as we move into the next portion of our ceremony, I'd like to invite Dr. Julie Philly back as we recognize some outstanding faculty members and students who have been awarded these special recognitions based on votes by your peers, either on the faculty or in the student body. Dr. Philly?
The following students and faculty are recognized for their outstanding achievements. Outstanding graduate student and outstanding student research project for the School of Medical Biological Sciences goes to Olamipejo Olubese Durje. I just wanted to hug her, so I'm doing good. I'm keeping my hands to myself. There was a tie for the next award, two recipients, Outstanding Graduate Student and Outstanding Student Research Project for the School of Community and Rural Health. Kinsey Nicole Jeffers. The second award goes to Alexander Nguyen, and Alexander could not be with us, so we will be accepting the award on his behalf. Outstanding Biotechnology Faculty Member, Dr. Esemu Sato. Dr. Sato will not be present with us, so we will be accepting the award on the behalf. Outstanding MHA Faculty Member, Dr. Thomas Marion. Outstanding MPH faculty member, Dr. Harrison Indayton. Outstanding advising in biotechnology, Dr. Kimberly Tutt. Outstanding advising in MHA, Tony Evans. There was a tie for the next two awards, two recipients. Outstanding advising in MPH, Dr. Cynthia Ball. And Dr. Christiana Asuagu.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Philly, and congratulations to our award recipients across the students, the faculty, and the staff. And now to enter into one of the most important parts of a graduate reception at the level of graduation is the hooding ceremony. And so just by way of a little bit of history for you, the representation of colors on the academic hood. So one portion of the hood represents the colors of the institution for which the degree is awarded. And on the outside, you see other colors that represent the discipline for which the individual has received the degree. In the Master of Public Health program, you notice a lighter color. I'm going to call it pink. I know that's not what the actual salmon. Okay, salmon for our Master of Public Health program, gold for biomedical research, and the Master of Healthcare Administration is Kelly Green. So whenever your family and friends attend the ceremony and they ask you later, what do all those colors mean when you look like a flamingo, then you can explain to them, this is my institution and this is my discipline. And you can take great pride when that's hanging in the closet on down the road and people see it or you show it to them. And we hope that maybe you'll add more colors to a hood one day through some other type of advanced degree. But we'll first be recognizing students from our School of Medical Biological Sciences. So if Dr. Tori Tucker, our Dean of the School of Medical Biological Sciences, would come forward. And then if our graduates would please line up over by Miss Katie Hall near the mural. Graduates for the School of Medical Biological Sciences. So we have 4 degree recipients present tonight for hooding. The first, Mr. Christian Jordan Paz de Vera, Master of Science in Biotechnology. All right, following, when you get your hood, if you'll just make a loop behind me and Dr. Philly's gonna give you a gift. So if you'll just go that way. Very good. A little gift on behalf of the institution. Our next recipient for the degree of Master of Science in Biotechnology, Olampiju Olabisi Duroje. Our next candidate for the Master of Science in Biotechnology, Rebecca Lynn Emmerine. And our final recognition for the Master of Science in Biotechnology, Mr. Joshua Kenneth Clem. And ladies and gentlemen, that completes the recognition in hooding for the candidates for the Master of Science in Biotechnology. Thank you, Dr. Tucker. The next section of hooding will be for our School of Rural and Community Health. If the graduates for degrees in the School of Community and Rural Health would please assemble by the mural. Candidates for the Master of Public Health. Our first student, Abigail Anharan Alvarez. Our next candidate, well, our next two candidates, let me speak quickly about them, Dr. Ledlow. So we were very excited and privileged to have two students come directly from undergrad and take an accelerated format in our curriculum from East Texas Baptist University. They advanced to us, Dr. Philly, the summer after commencement right at ETBU and went directly through our program without a break. So our next two candidates accepted an accelerated degree program and successfully completed the program on time. They are Emily Elizabeth Anderson, Master of Public Health, and the next student completing the accelerated path was Natalie Nicole Coburn, Master of Public Health. Our next candidate, Kenzie Nicole Jeffers, Master of Public Health. Our next candidate, a colleague and professional healthcare provider here at the University of Texas Health Science Center at Tyler, Dana Denise Smotherman, Master of Public Health. And our final recognition tonight for the Master of Public Health, Leela Ann Wolf. The second degree program in the School of Community and Rural Health is our Master of Health Administration. This new program has been in existence for just 2 years and has seen an immense increase in our student enrollment at UT Health Science Center at Tyler and the brainchild of our dean, Dr. Gerald Ledlow. We have two distinguished candidates this evening who will be, if I'm not mistaken, the first graduates of the Master of Health Administration. Yes, that's worth a round of applause. Absolutely. So our first of two candidates, Deasia Portia Johnson, Master of Health Administration. And our second candidate for the Master of Health Administration, Miriam Nabul Segal. Great job, congratulations. Thank you so much, Dean Ledlow. So a few quick words to our graduates, and I know that you've heard your share of advice and your chastising about scholarly work and the need to cite your sources and the need to write more and read more and do more. And so I'll share with you a little bit of lighthearted advice as you enter into what will be the final step of receiving the degree that you have worked so hard for. So first, in the words of Dr. Seuss, the more you read, the more you'll know. The more you learn, the more places you'll go. Don't forget that. Some good information by Dr. Seuss. Keep that with you. And next, 7 rules of life, and this can apply to all of us. 1, smile. The one thing that we can always do is we can smile and we can brighten somebody's day, and it doesn't take any type of advanced degree to do that. We're all capable of that, everyone in the room. And the second thing that goes right along with it is to be kind. If you can be anything in this world, we should all choose to be kind. Next, don't give up. Never give up. Although you have achieved some things today, there will be challenges in your professional life ahead. There may be many more circumstances where you have to put in extra time, where you have to stay up late, where you have to read deeply and widely, where you have to write until your fingers hurt, where you have to do more when you thought you had already given it your best, but never give up. And next, don't compare. Never compare yourself to other people because we're all given a unique journey that is just for us. The challenges that we have are made for us. And so we have to live and learn from those lessons that are placed in front of us and do our best to make the world a better place for everyone around us. Number 5, probably most important in the society in which we live, is to avoid negativity. Negative news, negative people, negative things. Do your best to avoid those things that bring you down. Surround yourself by people that show you love, the people that encourage you, the people that applaud you. Number 6, make peace with your past. Those things that you held on to and said, when I finish that degree, I'm going to let them know. We've all been there before, right? But you make it to this day and you celebrate the hard times. You celebrate the things that made you what and who you are. You celebrate the fact that you've graduated to a new level of thinking, a new level of understanding, a new level of grace and care for humanity. And lastly, take care of your own body and mind. You can only bring the best service to the people that you work with, for, and on the behalf of if you bring your A game. So always put your best foot forward. And on the days that you can't put your best foot forward, use some paid time off. A professional piece of advice. So congratulations. Thank you so much. On behalf of all of the administration, faculty, and staff of the University of Texas Health Science Center at Tyler, we applaud you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for letting us play a small role in what we hope to be a lifetime of success. Congratulations. And that concludes our ceremony.